Hi everybody, I'm Autumn Pangia. I'm the Libertarian, officially going to be on the ballot in November, candidate for District 176 Pennsylvania House Representative. So I'm making this video to convey to everybody, first off, my appreciation for all of those who helped by signing the petition to put another option on the ballot. I am taking this really seriously, even though it wasn't something that I thought I'd be doing a year ago. I accepted the nomination from the Libertarian Party when I just plain got involved to try and do something good for my community because, like so many of us, it's become pretty obvious that the Democrat and Republicans that have been running things for so long don't really have our best interests in mind. Even the local candidates who may be very decent people, friends of yours and some of them friends of mine, unfortunately, they are tied up in an organization that isn't even always going to let them do what they want to do. So I look forward to educating everybody on the libertarian philosophies so that you can understand what to expect from me as a representative if I do win the election, which I am really excited that I think that we are in a good place to take back control of our government, to put we the people back in charge. People who have a history also of stepping out and being bold and taking a risk in the interest of what's right. And one of the stories that I'm going to share with you that will show you the kind of person that I am and the events of the recent years that set me on the path to be in this position. I want to tell you about what I did with my Fortune 500 company employer, who I just left this June, when they started rolling out their vaccine mandate in 2021. So I spoke up pretty early, before they even made it a condition of employment, when it was clear that that's the direction we were moving in, that they were going to force everyone to register their vaccination status. So one thing that everybody needs to learn is someone needs to speak up early. Someone needs to put their neck out and say, this is wrong. What you're doing is hurting a lot of people. So many people went through agony for months thinking that they were going to be forced to take a vaccine that they didn't want, knowing that the company didn't care if they had natural immunity. Doctors were afraid to put on paper their recommendation to their patients that they shouldn't get the vaccine because they were worried how it might target them. So I got real front row view of how awful things had gotten. I know it wasn't the government that was mandating it. It was my employer, but I know they were doing it. I believe they were doing it because they wanted to be in good with the government. And we know that there's a revolving door between corporations and legislators and the money that goes back and forth, how our tax dollars are used in ways that we would never consent to if we had a choice. And I hope that I can be one of the people that is put into a position to really represent the interests of the people and to come back to you with maybe even some insights that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten about what's really happening in Harrisburg, that the Democrat and Republican organizations don't want us to know. So that's just a few minutes to introduce you to me, and I'm gonna try and get used to selfies and recording myself talking to myself to make it easier to convey some more background and some more insights and help people get to know me, because I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on a campaign to buy advertisements and whatnot, so I'm gonna need some help spreading around social media. Thanks for taking the time. And I hope that I get to meet a lot more of you in person as I do go around knocking on doors and attending events. Thanks.